This looks and feels just like a pair of Apple AirPods. The packaging is crisp, the weight feels right, and the hinge snaps shut with that satisfying snap. And not to mention, when I open it near my phone, everything pulls up just like the real product. I mean, I even get the official automation pop-up. It looks absolutely 100% legitimate. And I mean, for a tiny fraction of the price, it officially seems like you beat the system. But watch this. If you take a close look, most of these are fake speakers. It's just mesh on top of this plastic with a cutout. Yes, this perfect looking clone is actually a ticking time bomb, designed to fail from the moment your customer opens it. So I brought this and a bunch of other fake pods that resemble Samsung and Apple, Raycon. And I tested them out for you, so you don't have to. We're gonna compare all of these against each other and find out what the pros and the cons actually are. I mean, who doesn't wanna sell a product that is low ticket, can make them high profits? But we gotta make sure we inspect what we expect, and that's what we do here at this channel. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. This channel is where I review products, not only for you to use, but also flip if you choose.
See these pods? These actually made me over 6 figures in 2023. These are actually real life reps. These are reps I got off of suppliers from AliExpress and Alibaba. And back then I was fixated with selling these fake pods, thought that was the end all be all. Well, little did I know, just because I wasn't having a lot of chargebacks because of my brand and the company that I run, other resellers were. So I started doing some deep digging, finding other suppliers that actually sell more quality. Now, these speaker cutouts gave me a bunch of customer issues when it came to me seeing others. When it came to them listening, the music would stop on an inconsistent basis. And also when it came to them having phone calls, it would stop as well. Now, when it came to audio quality wasn't a big issue, but it wasn't high performance. Well, these products I'm about to show you are products from different suppliers that specialize in just these products. So I'm really eager to test these out and show you guys which ones are really good and which ones are bad. When it comes to the pros and cons, we're going to judge these off of a scale. We're going to be judging off of 3 things: packaging, quality, and price. Now, packaging, does it look similar or is it the exact same with the original brand? If it is, does it have logos? Will this get you banned? Number 2, quality. Does this sound good? Is it something that customers can actually enjoy with all use cases? And lastly, cost of goods, profit margin, and what platforms are these selling good on? And is this something long-term you can make money with? Now, I do want to make a disclaimer. All of these products that I'm going to show in this video, yes, I do sell, but I will tell you, I have no problem saying the good and the bad, as all products have pros and cons. Every product isn't for every customer, and every product isn't for every platform. Now, what products should you sell? Where should you sell them? And also, is it even worth the flip? Let's find out with our first product. Right here, we have the Bud 2 Pro. This is exactly how the packaging looks, and I think the packaging is nice. It comes with the safety seal. It comes with all the instructions. This is definitely going to be a nice package. I want to start with the price. The price is $14 each if you buy wholesale. I love the fact that these come in this TPU type case. I love the packaging, and also it has a QR code. This QR code actually identifies these as Samsung Bud 2s. It has no Samsung signage on the packaging. So yeah, they have a QR code just hinting that these are Samsung, but in reality, we know they're not. Opening these up, you have, of course, the pods. So the box gives you all the features on the back, safety seal. This packaging, we're gonna give, of course, I think a 8. And the reason I say an 8 is because I love the fact that it has this pamphlet. Pamphlet is very in-depth as well. Give you the instructions on how to put it in your ear. Now, this is why it's going to get a lower score than a 10. I don't like this. This box right here could have been packaged better. It doesn't even have a package for the earbuds. The earbuds are just literally sitting in there, and then you just have a generic charger right here. Okay, now looking at the product is pretty cool. I love the color, obviously, and when you stick these in your ear, these stick in so well, you don't even know they're in your ear. But the case is very, very easy and sensitive to open, and I feel like if I drop these, it will break. Now let's put these in our ear. I've taken them different places, and I'll tell you this, I've put these in my ear several times, haven't had an issue. I will say the downfall when it comes to use cases is if you're around people and you also want to hear people around you too, these, in my opinion, don't actually work well. These do really good at noise cancellation, but as far as hearing what's around me, it's very faint. It's where I went to a coffee shop for a review video, filmed, and I really couldn't hear much around me. I could hear everything as far as notifications well, and I also don't like that the buds don't have an LED light to tell me if these are low or if they are actually charged. Now it does have a little white blinking light that will come here when you put it in the charging case, but again, this is something that bothers me. I've had experience with AirPods and Buds, the real official ones, and I'll tell you, these are really close. It's just they don't have transparency mode, and the LED lights are not as effective as they would be with a natural Samsung device. And not just to mention that, they don't act like Samsung Buds when it comes to the Samsung software as far as with the phone. But again, the use case, the sound is tremendous, bass tremendous as it should be. This is an in-the-ear headphone, which means all of the sounds are amplified. The bass, the speaker cutouts, everything is legitimate. And also being on the phone, I have had no hiccups. It really mainly is the case breaking. I just don't know what I would do if this case broke. It's very, very light, but again, the buds work really well. We're gonna give the use case and just the quality of this, I will give this a 8.5. I feel like when it came to the noise cancellation aspect, they didn't pay much attention to that as far as me being able to hear around me, but the pods fit snug, never come out your ear. You can play ball or do whatever in the gym and you'll be fine. Let's talk about price. So when we get into the pricing of these cost me a good amount of money. I believe it was around the $12 mark. I don't like that. But I will say these were a good bang for my buck profit margin wise, and I could sell these anywhere between $45 to $60, which is pretty good. It's not in the 90s. I haven't sold any for anywhere 80 and up. That bothers me, as Buds I've been able to really push, especially Apple's pair, for a high margin. But what I'll say is this is going to be something that is a low cost product for customers. I'll give the price 7 because I feel like the price I would hope to sell it for at least 70, 80 range, but I haven't been able to get there. Next, we're gonna do these Bud Plus, and this is a new pair. So $16 is the price. This, at that price point, I'm definitely going to give this a 9 because again, look at the packaging. The packaging is superb. I love these buds. They are very clean, very crisp, and of course they come with the safety seal. They come with all the features on the back. I love the packaging. As you guys can see, this is top tier, no Samsung logo. Let's deep dive into the box. Okay, looking at the box, let's open it up. You have the pamphlet here. Okay, now having this pamphlet, the pamphlet is really good, tells you exactly how to utilize these buds. I don't like that it doesn't have what the Bud 2s had, which was that diagram to show you how to stick them in your ear. And then when it comes to this box, you open this box up and then it gives you the same loose buds and generic charger. That sucks. But when you look at the pods, man, I'm gonna tell you guys this, these pods are beautiful. These pods have a case that feels way more sturdier than those Bud 2s, and this is why I would definitely put these above the Bud 2s anytime. Now, I'm not gonna put these in my ear because these are new, but I will tell you, I did a full review on these too. Bass is awesome. These stick in your ear just as snug as the Bud 2s do. The only thing I would say is these have the LED display to tell you if these are actually running low. They also have a LED display. It's like a little dot that blinks red and blue when you're pairing these. Also, when you put them in the charging case, you can see those LED lights too. Then we have to factor in the fact that this case feels a lot more sturdier. It is bigger. You can feel that it has this hardened plastic on it. Also, the Type-C adapter or the Type-C input is right on the back, but it also have this safety logo and also the safety information on the bottom. I like that too. It's the little details that I do enjoy. Now, I have had these, I've tested these. The noise cancellation on these are actually pretty good. They're way better than the Bud 2s. The Bud 2 Pros, I can't hear nothing around me. These I can. I'm going to rate just the use case, me being able to use these, and plus the magnetic pull on here is awesome too. You can tell these aren't gonna fall out if you do drop the case or put the case upside down. I have had a fantastic time using these. I've actually sold these to my family members, and I will tell you, we're gonna give this a 9, okay? Because this is actually a product that I know for a fact people are using on an everyday basis, have had no complaints. I know people using these exact ones every single day like they're Samsung and have had no issues. Let's talk noise cancellation Gen 4 headphones. Now, this noise cancellation sticker, really cool because it has helped us keep these pods actually up on platforms like eBay. Now, when you open it, you can already see you have this plastic cover on them. Now, if we're talking about packaging is superb. I will say that this packaging has impressed me. We'll give it an 8. I don't like that this has just a basic output, and I also don't like the sticker, even though it does help us keep it up. Now, when we come to opening these headphones, this has been the best pod pair Apple-like headphones I've seen. Has the Type-C input, also has a chime when you open it. This definitely connects to the iPhone just like the real pods. Now, when you stick them in your ears, they do not come out. These are actually really good. Now, I have never had a pair of pods that had the real working transparency when it comes to the noise cancellation. These do. You can do noise cancellation transparency. You can do a surround sound. It has adaptive sound on it. It also has spatial audio connected to it, and these connect to Find My iPhone. This is awesome, okay? The packaging gets an 8, but the product gets a 10. This pair of headphones right here, different. Not just because of the features. And I forgot to mention, you can double tap the front of this for it to connect to any device Bluetooth. But pricing, this right here costs me $15. I sell this for $60 to $90, especially since it's noise cancellation. Now, we do have the version that is not noise cancellation. I will link the video at the end comparing the noise cancellation versus the non-noise cancellation. But again, these pods are really nice. I would say when it comes to the pricing, we're gonna give it a 9.5 because they are more expensive than the Gen 2 pods that I get because they do have more features and also no speaker cutouts. They connect to your device. It's a bunch of benefits, and they honestly do feel and give you the same experience as the real thing. Let's get into the Gen 2 pods. Now, these are oldie but goodie. These sell really well, but when it comes to packaging, they have the safety logos on the bottom. They look really good, have the same similar imaging as we are used to with the Gen 2 pods. These have been selling really well for me. I haven't had any issues opening them. This is a pure opening experience. You get the pamphlet, but see, this bag is where we would have to start looking a little different at our rating when it comes to the box, because customers are not expecting to get this bag inside of their AirPod box. It has plastic on it too to make sure the pods don't change colors. Packaging, we got to give it a 7 just because it does not give the Apple experience. Yes, it has the pamphlet, but then you are going to see this bag, okay, unless you take them out before the customer. And then look at that, it has the regular cable right here. Now, they used to come with cables that were just circle. What I end up doing, I'll swap them out with a circular charger. Now, the product, the use case, this is something that works good. Now, it does not have speaker cutouts. We don't have the experience of the product that I showed in the beginning where you get on the phone and it cuts off, or maybe you're listening to music and it cuts off. No, the touchpad works. The way that this actually connects is similar to the regular interface with the AirPods. But I'll be honest, I just don't think that the quality is as good as the Gen 4s. And I used to be an advocate for these until I heard the capability of the supplier when he puts in more work for a newer version. And now I'm a little turned off, and I think these are older, but they give the customer bang for their buck. I've worn these on trips. I've worn this when I was literally working out the other day before I even got the 4s. So I can't really say it's bad. I will just say this is just the baseline. There is a version out there better, which is the Gen 4s, and I gotta give this a 8.5 just to be respectful to the fact that I used to think that this was the bar until the Gen 4 set one higher. Now we're talking about the Maxes. These are the headphones that have made me the most money, okay? Current date, these have made me more money than all of the other pods except for the Gen 2s actually. But when you look at the packaging is really well. This looks exactly like the regular Maxes. Of course, no Apple logos, as none of the products have any company logos on them because I'll get fined, but I like it. Now, here's the thing. When you open it, it's a little discouraging though, because opening this is a brand new pair. This is what you will see, okay? It has plastic everywhere. Because one thing suppliers that are selling quality do is they make sure that they are covering the product. But it's not just that. I think that the fact it doesn't have the plastic cutout that they sit in, it diminishes the value of the product. This is actually going to get a 5 because I don't like the way this sits in the box with no protection other than just plastic. It kind of doesn't make sense and I do not like it, and I've told my supplier that. This is a horrible way of packaging a product. The use case, let's be real. These are really good. They fit on your head, great. They don't sound as good as the pods. These sound like headphones that I could get anywhere. I feel where the supplier kind of messed up is they didn't put any real new technology or any technology that would make this different from a pair of Sony reps, right? Any over-the-air headphone rep that you get, they're just gonna have the regular speakers in them. They're not actually going to have any type of adaptive quality. Now, they can't do much with noise cancellation as these just have air cushions in them, right? But I will tell you this, I do like that this little plastic piece feels good on my head. It's not nothing that hurts, but I'm gonna tell you this, the mic works, everything works on it. You have the crown, and then you have this button right here, which turns it on and off, mic right here, and then you have the Type-C port. You have a aux right here, and then another little slot right here for like a SD card. I'm gonna be honest, this product right here is going to get a 7. The funny part is this cost me the most out of all the pods. This cost me $27. I think that's why I'm harder on this, is because I expected more for bang for my buck, but I sell these for around, right now, 80 to maybe 90. I used to sell these all the way to 100 and 120, but the price has went down. And honestly, I'm okay with the profit, but if I could spend less and make more, I'd do that. So pricing, we're just gonna give this a 5. $27 isn't bad, but it's not great, right? It's not something that wows me and makes me feel like I'm going to be a profit-making machine. Now, I'm going to be clear. These products are available at wespl.com. That's my wholesale website for my wholesale warehouse that I have in Philadelphia. And you can get these without any reseller's permit, business license, or any type of documentation. But if you can find these anywhere, I hope that you learned what to look out for, what to embrace and what not to. And if you want to learn what the difference is between these Gen 4 pods being noise cancellation and also non-noise cancellation, see, this is cheaper and this is more expensive. And guess which one makes you the most money? It would be surprising. I've learned the hard way. But make sure you click the video that pops up on the screen. And guys, this is something that I'm curious to know. Which one would you guys not sell? Which one looks the worst? Let me know below so I can learn and you guys help me too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.